Hello, I'm from the future. One thing I wanted to say, and I have to put it near the beginning of the video, is that, guys, I mean this with all the respect. I mean this from the bottom of my heart, but you guys are being way too emotional right now with micro moves, okay? You have to understand the bigger picture is just around the corner, and you guys need to just breathe, okay? You guys need to breathe. I understand it is different when you don't understand the charts and you see your money getting, lower and lower. It's not a good sign, but this is what the markets are trying to do. They're trying to really squeeze you out last second. Just think about it. If you're going to do anything, just learn the crypto cycles, okay? Altcoin season bangs for roughly a month, month and a half. It is the most fun time in our lives, especially if you bought months earlier, okay? But guys, listen, that is just around the corner. If you need a mental break, just look at turbo videos or whatever coins you hold once a week. Okay. Just once a week right now, because you're not going to miss anything big, anyways. Okay. You know, just you need to relax. I understand the mental pressure because when I last altcoin season, when I was way less experienced in trading and the crypto cycles, I also felt stress up my neck sometimes, and it is not healthy. Okay, it is not healthy. But with more and more experience, this is my third cycle, and I had this years of trading experience, and everything just for me makes sense. So I'm not even worried, but I understand you guys. Okay, so this is me from the future. I didn't really talk about mental health, but you have to take care of yourself because it will destroy you. And remember, the market makers are here to get you right before the big bang. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are my snipers doing today? Hope you're doing fantastic. Listen, today we're going to be discussing why Turbo has been dropping. Okay. So there's been lots of speculation. Some people say, well, they're selling the news, the Coinbase, the near protocol. Oh, this exchange got listed, so they're selling it. And for me, sometimes that may be the case, but in this case, I really do not think so. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay. One thing you guys have to remember overall with these markets, okay, when we look at it, right, this is turbo over the last few months. When something like turbo or any coin in particular goes up, it is bound to go down, okay? In general, we can see, turbo really, really started to pick up, after this top over here, started to pick up pretty much the 22nd of May and then topped out 4 days later. Okay. 4 days later, it topped out. And by the time we had a new high, we had to be pretty much midway through October. Okay. So several months it took to build up, going up and down, up and down, up and down until we finally expanded. And then when we take the measurement tool and we take it from Turbo's previous top to the last relevant top, it was only up, 36.5%. Okay. So it wasn't like a big explosion like here. Okay. Because if we take it from here, we go like this, right? This was a huge explosion. From this top over here to this top was 565%, a little bit more. Okay. And then this time around, with a new top, we went up roughly like what, 15% maybe? 8%, 8%. And like that's the thing, people, with this. Okay. You have to realize the context of the market and why things aren't pumping as hard. I know what you guys want. I'm going to show you what you guys want. You guys want this, right? This, right? You guys want big pump, maybe a little bit sideways, and then a huge rally, and then a huge rally. And guess what? You're going to get it. You're going to get a huge rally. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Guess when this was? This was, you guessed it right, when altcoins started to go crazy. As we know on this channel, the 12th of April was the beginning when altcoins went crazy, and mid-May is pretty much when altcoins peaked too, right? And we can see this is pretty much early May. So it peaked a little bit earlier, but overall, the message is still the same, that this all happened within a month, right? Pretty much beginning middle of April to beginning of May, we had these huge explosions. All right. Just a month, just about a month, right? And you can see how long people waited for something like this, right? Yes, Doge, had its cycles, it was going up, but people waited such a long time, years and years and years before they saw some type of like real gains, the life changing gains. And I know you want that with Turbo, and you're going to get it with Turbo, okay? But timing is everything, okay? And unfortunately for Turbo, the timing was a little bad. It's not Turbo's fault, right? It's not Turbo's fault, but in the short term, it's not that good because we have FOMC coming up. The feds are looking to cut the rates, which is fantastic for Turbo, okay? It's fantastic for all cryptos. But you have to understand, usually before that, there's some kind of sell off, things go a little bit iffy, slow, sideways, whatever. The second thing is we have to understand in the context of the market, right? We are looking to be getting shaken out over the next few weeks. Okay. That is the reality. We are looking to be getting shaken out over the next few weeks. And unfortunately for me to say right now, this is the top, and this is at the moment a lower high. So there's a very good chance we could even go lower with all altcoins and really, really bleed out. There's a good chance we might go below, this 330 billion market cap area, and we might go back down to maybe the 300 billion, right? A good further back retest before we attempt again. Now, this could just all turn around here, right? With the FOMC news, right? With the federal rates cut. But, I'm just saying it's a probability because we do have a lower high at the moment and it's been rejecting for a couple of days. So altcoins could be very well bleeding the next few days, the next few weeks. But we know that the markets like to shake us out because when we look here, right, this is pretty much what happened last altcoin season. We had these highs, which are roughly here. You can see for many, many days, things were going up and down, shaking out. It looks like it's over, and then boom, once it kind of like let go, it really just started to let go, right? And it really just started to fly high over the next couple months. And that is the timing of the market, and that is the timing with Turbo's announcements. But look, these announcements are good. These announcements are good because let's say Turbo's here, right? And let's say hypothetically, the price is irrelevant, okay? But let's say Turbo was supposed to peak over here, okay? So we're supposed to get a certain amount of gains. With this near protocol, update, partnership, all these exchanges, Coinbase and all these other exchanges that are small, medium, big, right? And all like this community growing, right? Turbo, instead of peaking here, can very well peak here now, or here, or here, depending obviously on multiple factors like, what kind of partnerships and collabs and exchanges are going to be listed on over the next 2 months, which is the main thing. How much money is going to be in this market also matters because if we get double of last cycle, Turbo will still have a really, really good, great pump. But if we get like triple, right? If we get to like 9 trillion market cap, then Turbo can very well hit like 30 billion easily. Okay. 30 billion market cap easily. Okay. It can hit 20, 25, 30 cents fairly easily. And that is just the reality. So there's multiple factors. Okay. There's multiple factors when, we take all of this into consideration. But just in general, for normal pullbacks, once again, it's very healthy and normal for the market to do this. Okay, we will have our big massive rally, and I believe it should be very, very soon, max a few short weeks where we kind of just explode. Okay, and then we probably will sell off a little bit, probably 50% of whatever the top was. All right, and then when altcoin season officially starts, that is when we're going to have like the Dogecoin type pattern, people, right? The Dogecoin type pattern where we top out somewhere. Okay. And that's when you're going to have to sell, right? That is when we're going to try to sell. That's when we're going to try our best to, sell near the tops. We're not going to sell the literal tops, but maybe we'll sell, somewhere over here, which is still great, right? Because better than selling down here or here or here, or just never being in Turbo, never being able to experience this opportunity. But yeah, guys, like, listen, you have to be patient. You have to be patient. These are all micro moves at the end of the day. The only thing that matters is keeping up with Turbo, keeping up with the updates. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.